Hello, people. So, I was never planning on making another YouTube video on this account, but things happen. There's an add-on that I really want to show off because I feel like the other creators that have shown it off so far have not done a great job at it. Um, so this is the Minecraft RPG add-on that came out about 2 weeks ago, give or take. And it has, as you can see in front of me, a lot of new mobs. There's two back there because they kept causing trouble. And it gives you all these mentor like NPCs that allow you to get all of these cool classes, being magic, archery, basically a great sword, dagger, and then sword. This is your rogue, this is your knight, so on and so forth. Um, so to start this, it comes with this really well done placeable book that you're able to go through the pages, and if you crouch and click on it, you can hit content and you can go to whatever you're looking for, so you don't have to flip through everything because it is quite a big book because of how big this add-on is. Um, you just punch it, it'll pop back down, pop into your inventory. Uh, and this, you get both of these when you make a world with this add-on. This is your guild type. This is what everything having to do with the add-on is. Everything having to do with add-on is going to be a part of this tag. You are able to lock this, so I can't drop this now. I can't take it out of my inventory. It's stuck there, which I would suggest because you don't want to lose this. Um, I already showed you all the classes. You can equip those and unequip those whenever, as long as you have the first 3 slots of your hotbar completely empty, you can equip a thing. These are armors. There's a lot of different ones. How the armors work is you make all the 4 pieces, helmet, chest, legs, boots, and you put them into a crafting table with this thing right here, a data holder. And what that does is you'll get then a data sheet with the armor on. So then you can go in here and click onto any of these, click equip, and if I slash survival real quick, uh, I have full diamond armor now. And that's with all the armor sets, every single one of them. No matter what you need to actually craft them, it, uh, no matter what you need to craft them, they will always come out as diamond, which is kind of a plus, kind of bad. Because being that way, netherite and diamond armor, if enchanted, are typically a little bit better for this. But I still very much enjoy the armor because there's no durability on it. It's infinite. So keep your good armors for like boss fights, Wither, Warden, stuff like that, and honestly use this for your everyday normal lives. Um, Another cool thing with the snap armors is you can go to settings and you can change your appearances of like what type of arms you want. If you want the armor to be more form-fitting or more wide, you can check off if you want like hoods or helmets, anything visible. You can also go onto here and go to settings, customize, and you can choose anything, any pieces you want for anything. So if I wanted the forged here, Deadeye here, uh, noble, and then let's do desert, and then hit save. It changes every piece, so every piece on me. Actually, I might have chose the same legs. I don't know. But that's now different, and then you just go in here, unequip to take off. Same thing kind of goes for the snap weapons. Snap weapons, so you can make. I'll get into that when I get into the enemies or the mentors. So for enemies, you have a good variety, honestly. You have these people. These are the desert people. They're gonna show up in the day only because if you turn it to night, they solidify. They turn into statues completely. So they're very interesting, and in theory, they are also. Oh, whoops. They're also the only entity that will straight up attack you. Every other entity is passive until you attack it. They hate you, just straight on. They live in deserts and badlands. These guys are the lizards, and they're a part of the same clan as the frog people over here. I had to put them over there because they hate everyone. For some reason, the frogs started fighting with them, and the night people over here. So, but they're a part of the same. They're a part of the same clan, and uh, if you attack one of these guys, or if you attack one of those guys, the other ones will go after you. Um, and they will put an effect on you if you kill one of them, where for like the next minute, if you run around any other lizard or any other frogs, it'll be instantly aggroed. Um, I'll yeah, I'll do drops later. These are the omens. They live in the cherry. Oh, these guys live in the jungles and the spruce biomes. Both of them. Can you stop? These are the omens. They live in the cherry blossom biomes. She can actually, not exactly a companion, but if you haven't aggroed either of the other two, she will heal you if you're damaged. Yeah, using that little thing. So if you're damaged and you live in a cherry biome, she will heal you. This guy with the really nice looking hat, if you kill him, he has a chance to drop his. Well, I said I was. I'll get a drop now. These people have a chance of dropping these little sand tokens. You can use that to craft their armor set. She has a chance of dropping her bow, which is a better or the best version for the archer class. They have a chance to drop something called the Lizardskin Script, and it does not have a purpose at the moment. Same with the Omen emblems or Omni emblems. Um, Neither of these have a purpose yet. The add-on is very new, and some of the items here don't have purposes yet. So theirs is one of them. The frogs over here, they drop the brew, and you can drink the brew, and I think it gives you like a slowness debuff but damage boost. But you can also use it to craft this mini biome that's back there that I'm gonna get into later. So the omens drop the Omni emblems. The guy with the nice looking hat, he has a chance to drop that entire armor set, so you can get that hat and every piece of his set. The one with the sword, he has a chance to drop his katana, which is the mid-tier sword for the warrior class. These things are mimic blocks. You might have seen them walking around a bit. Yeah. I think you pronounce it as euphrages or something. Basically, they're just going to be sitting around everywhere. There are jungle ones, which is him. There are ore ones, which is him, and if he moves... Okay, well, he died. There are sand ones as well. So you'll find them in literally every biome, no matter where you are, you'll find them. Except for the nether and the end. Those are the only two places they won't go. And the thing that he just dropped are these roots. These roots are literally needed for everything in this add-on. They are the most important item out of all the mob drops. These are the moon people. I'm not gonna try to pronounce their name because it hurts my brain when I try to. Basically, these guys will spawn at night in any biome. Again, except for Nether or End. And they come in 3 variants, with the small ones being the like attackers, and none of these guys are aggressive unless you hit them. These are the medics. They have a chance to drop their armor, which is it's a pretty decent set, especially if you want to play mage. So these are going to attack you, these are going to heal you, and then you have the brutes. The brutes are heavier. They're not like invincible to kill, but they are definitely harder to kill. They can drop that really nice sword, which is the second from highest damage sword for the greatsword class. And all of these guys can also drop a mask fragment, which you can use for a summon that I'll get into later on. So getting into the actual like classes and everything, how everything works is, oh well, let me actually talk about how these work. So you're gonna want to build one of these, a guild insignia. These cost 4 iron, it's really cheap. It's just in the thing of a plus without the center. And all you do is you click on it, and then you have all of these things. So you can do mage, bow, greatsword, rogue, warrior. And the reason that it says book, bow, shield, wooden axe, you need to have one of those in your inventory to activate the different insignia. So if I wanted to be a mage, I need a book. If I wanted to be a archer, I would need a bow. It will not use the item when you like imprint it on whichever class you want to do. The item will still be in your inventory, and then you just place them down. They do have a weird radius. On the world that I did, I kept trying to build houses like around them before placing it down. I would highly suggest, if you are getting this add-on, to definitely place these guys down and then build something around them, because it makes it a lot easier. Another weird thing is they can be stacked like this. Like if you want just like a really long house for all of them, you can do that. You can't do towers. For some reason, if I made a house around her and then I tried putting his thing on top of her house, it says that they're too close, which I don't understand. They might fix that later, because there's 2 blocks here. Like it is not. I don't understand the range it is of how it works, but for some reason placing them vertically atop of each other does not work. So this is the archer. She will talk to you. She has different messages and stuff. You can click recall over here, and she pops up, and it drops the insignia again. So, and then boom. So when you talk to her, you want to go to class, and she'll give you a challenge. So far, the first challenge and the ranking up challenges are all they don't change on world. They're all gonna have their own thing. Like one's like killing Iron Golem, one's killing Endermans. They're all gonna have their own thing, and that's, as of right now, still the same. So for her, you have to kill 8 of these mimic blocks. If you're doing this challenge, honestly, run around. If any, just run around. You'll find them. They're not hard to spot, really. You just gotta pay attention for like weirdly placed blocks. And for her rank up challenges, you need to kill 5 strays, which is annoying if you cannot find a winter biome. So I would say if you want a long range class, I would say go for the mage before going for her. If you don't know where a winter biome is, if you know where a winter biome is, get her. The bow class is really useful. I'm gonna show these off as I go through them. I already leveled all of these up. So basically, you have. Oh, I'm still on this bow that I have on right now is the highest tier one, but there are 2 other ones that you have for her, being the base one, which is this, the casted, and then you can craft this one for very low materials. The desert one is from the desert people that I was talking about earlier over here. This is the best bow that they have in the game so far. So the first ability that you're going to get when you first unlock the class is reverse step. You just dodge back. Oh, because you just dodge backwards. Oh, whoops. You dodge backwards and you get resistance. It's pretty good. You can also, if you time this while like jumping off of something, you can completely get rid of your fall damage, which is quite nice. Also really good for the boss fight, because the boss fight does a lot of damage. So once you complete the second rank up, you'll get charged. It works like a normal arrow. The trajectory is a little weird though. It's not, you're gonna fire it sometimes and it'll go straight for the target and it won't hit them. So what this does, see, like that. It will hit them, and then it will cause this weird light effect that will do a consecutive amount of damage. This thing is not meant to do a lot of damage, as you can see. It is kind of just something to, like, as they're getting attacked, to shoot normal arrows at them to deal damage to them. This is your level 5. This is your ultimate. Every class has, like, their own variant of ultimate. Oh, God. Yeah, they also their damages does poison. They're kind of annoying. So I can actually see. Um, is he dead? No. Okay. So you hold this down. It takes a second to charge up, but then when it does, he's a bad target to work on. It will do consecutive damage, but let me get another charge here going. Because it pulls any light enemy, and I honestly didn't realize he was, because this will pull a Ravager in, so I didn't expect it not to work on him. But it'll pull him in, and it'll just deal consecutive damage to him. Normal arrow does a good bit of damage. Some of the guys over here, like him and the warrior, have these stands that allow you to actually shoot at them, see how much damage you're doing. He has it right here. Work exactly the same. They're the only two that I think have interactive items. I have a feeling that soon they might turn this into some form of like interactive item. But as of right now, it's just these. I hope this also gets interactive for arrow shooting. So that's Archer. So next would be Colossal. For Colossal, all you have to do is kill an Iron Golem, bring him the Iron Ingot. Simple, really simple. For his rank up ones, you just have to kill 10 zombies. Also really simple. And even though I hate it, his class is the most the Claymore class is the best class because it does the most damage. The animations are really nice. It is just abusive. And his abilities are great too. His ability. Oh, and also so I don't have to keep explaining this. You're gonna have different swords than I have. I have for every character the most leveled up thing, except for Rogue, because that's one of the boss things, and I'm trying not to get into the boss things in this video. So the first thing is Concealed Wrath. You get a speed boost, damage boost, resistance boost. It's amazing. It allows you to kill things even quicker. His second thing is the High Burst, which you can actually just jump twice to do, but because I'm in creative, it would get a little weird. So, High Burst, you just jump up, do a slam attack, really simple. Wide Slash is the highest damage thing. This thing practically one-shots everything. Just a really big area of effect slash. Kills basically anything around you. A lot of damage. Really good. I can actually show off some of this real quick. Plus, it has a very wide swing, so as you can see, I'm damaging multiple of these targets at one time. See? So very good. Definitely one of the best classes. What's next? Rogue. Dagger is honestly one of my favorites, and even though I'm trying not to get into the boss fight stuff, the Rogue or Dagger class is what the boss items go to, basically. All of the boss items kind of work around the Dagger class. So this guy you kind of want to have in a desert or near a desert because you have to kill 3 Endermen, which honestly, when I did this quest, I just went into the Nether. Really simple, wasn't hard. But the rank ups is you have to kill 5 of the deserters. The deserters are these guys, the desert people. They will hurt you, especially when you're doing it, but as long as you're quick and easy with it, you'll be okay. So for the first things, the first ability that you get is Quick Dash, where it does like a slice and it does poison. And this can affect multiple targets. Like maybe I can get a chain here. Yeah. So it can affect multiple targets. It does a lot of damage. It's pretty good. This is Strike Through. This is basically Throwing Dagger. And that's another problem. I'll get into all the bugs and like things that they need to work on later. Well, if he didn't die. So you can throw this, gives you a bit of resistance if you hit it, and if you hit it, it will pull the target towards you, allowing you to go in for a slice. Oh, another thing is, this weapon is the only one with a weird passive ability. If you get to the 3rd slice, it teleports you to the target, which I really like. So I can slice, and then on the 3rd one, it teleports me behind the target as well. So it's very good for dealing with like clusters of mobs because they can't really touch you as easily. Overdose your ultimate. You go into a slight invulnerability period and just do a lot of slashes. It's the dagger class is definitely, in my opinion, one of the better classes. Next is the sword. The sword class is interesting to say the least. I think it's the hardest class to get all of the stuff for, unless you have a woodland mansion by you. Because to start it off, you just have to kill 5 enemies. Doesn't matter what type of enemy, just 5 of them. And then you have to craft a stone sword and give it to them. It's simple enough. The problem is the ranking up is you have to kill 10 pillagers, vindicators, or evokers. So unless you have a lot of bad omen things from like a pre-existing world, or you found a woodland mansion, it is annoying to get the level ups because pillagers are something that are already, not the easiest thing to fight, and you have to do it with that thing equipped. Like you can't have a maxed out mage and then go try to do this mission. You have to do it with these weapons equipped. So yeah, he's definitely one of the harder classes to deal with. So what he has is the first ability you get is going to be switch throw. You pull out a sword, you throw it, and it puts like slowness, I don't know, 10 or some nonsense on him. It can also work in area of effect. I think it actually hit that one, but I think it just killed it. So if there are multiple targets near the target you hit, it will put that slowness effect on them as well. The next thing is parry. How this works, which I can't, I mean I could show off. I'll try. I might die here. So how the parry works is you block any damage up to 3 times. So if I can, and then 3, and yeah. If you saw before he had killed me, he got dealt damage. So how it works is you're able to block up to 3 attacks of anything. You can even parry fall damage and stuff. Like it's really nice. So you can parry up to 3 damage, and then you do like a slice attack that goes like a 180 around you, which is really good for when you're dealing with a lot of enemies. Tenacity, you just activate it, gives you sharpness and resistance. Yeah, this thing also has a pretty interesting slicing pattern, because every third slice is a thrust, which can be useful charging through enemies or pushing enemies away. It is an interesting class. I feel like it is very annoying to get and annoying to use, but it's good. It's definitely, it helps with normal sword battles. And now we're at Arcane. This is definitely my second favorite class, but I like archery and Arcane. I like long range. To start her quest, all you have to do is kill a healer knight person, and that is this one. So you just have to kill one. You just gotta find one of these guys. They spawn literally everywhere at night. You physically can't miss them. Kill one of them. Bring back the mask fragment. Mask fragment that they drop, and then she'll give you the class. For ranking up, it's killing witches. I have found witches a lot easier in like flattish plain biomes or swamp biomes, not mangroves. They don't spawn in mangroves. They also obviously spawn better at night. If there's a witch hunt, obviously better chances. But witches are definitely a less common entity, but you can get it done. It's not too hard. It's possible. Equip. There we go. I do have to say, one thing that I do love is I love the orbs. All the orbs are very well animated, and I very much enjoy how much effort they put into this. So, for your standard fire, you shoot out icicles that just deal damage. Cool thing I learned is with this first ability that you get. Okay, so what the ability does is it gives the person slowness, like whatever. It makes it so they can't move. But a weird thing I've noticed is that on the third hit, it puts this on the thing, on whatever entity you just hit. And if you do this ability then, it's a different rune, and it will give them the wither effect. Okay, there it goes. I was like, yeah. So if you get the icicle effect on an entity and then use this, it gives them the slowness and wither. So it's really good. And anyone who's in that rune will get that same effect. Your next one is your defensive spell. You just literally, if anyone's ever played Overwatch, it's just Mei. You go into a little icicle and you can't get hit. You take no damage until it breaks. You can exit it early by oh wait, what the hell? You can exit it early by, or never mind. I don't know why that's not working right now. In my actual world, you're able to exit it early by crouching or clicking R2 again. Its ultimate, the mage ultimate is very good looking. In actuality, its aim is not great because you have to be very good for it to work. See, and he didn't get affected. But it drops down this giant meteor. How did that get affected? It drops down this giant meteor that will freeze and blind your target. The blinding only really works if you're a player. Yeah, see, the accuracy on it is weird. I think if you have... I think... Kill him. I think if you... I gotta wait for it. If you have someone tracked, I think it has a better chance at hitting on the target. That time it didn't even work. And I'll get into all those fucking bugs and shit once I'm done explaining the rest of this. I'm gonna try this again. No, it's still... Well, now you get to see the effect at least. So it does this, and it makes them unable to move. Basically, he was still able to move, but that's the first time I've ever seen anyone able to move out of it. And if you're doing this in PvP, it will blind the person you use it against. So there's also this. This is a microbiome called the Sanctuary, which is interesting, but as of right now, it does not work. I do have to admit though, the blocks are nice because they glow and they radiate weirdly. So if you wanna, the bushes do it too. They haven't done it in this world though, so I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if I used a different tree in my actual world, but they can glow too sometimes. The problem with all this is these you use the frog brew to make these with some other ingredients. You plant them down. Let me grab one. Is that here? Yeah, there it is. So you plant them like this. They look like this, and then you can. I gotta set it to night real quick. Slash time. You can bone meal this to make them grow quicker, and then it will spread out and contaminate whatever's around it. There were trees here that I planted, that's why they're contaminated. And it will spawn these entities called the Sanctuary, Sanctum animals. I cannot speak today, I'm so sorry. These things, the reason why this biome doesn't work yet is they will only spawn when the flower blooms, and when daytime comes, they despawn. They can only spawn at night. So the biome doesn't work yet. They're getting into it. I'm hoping they're getting into it. Did these change color? Were they yellow before? I don't know. So that's a problem there because out of all the flowers that you see that I planted for this little biome that I made, there were a lot here the first night, but then after that, they all despawned, and as you can see, now that it's night, they're not reappearing. Only these two, because I just planted these two. So, the foxes don't really give you anything. They give you, fur. Where's the fur? I know it's here. There it is. So, they'll give you this. This does not have a crafting recipe yet, because this add-on is, again, still very new. These lovely deers, though, they will give you these circular horns, these ones right here, the antlers, which you have to use to make the best sword for the colossal sword, or for the great sword, or claymore, that's what it's called, and the great sword for, or the best version of the sword for here. So you get both of those swords from 2 horns from this thing and a stick. The normal sword is like a normal sword, stick, horn, horn, but for the colossal one, it's diagonally, so it's the same thing but in a diagonal pattern instead. There's also another entity called I think it's this, what's going on? The Sanctum Warden, which I'm gonna see if I can. Yeah, here they are. So these guys, these will fight you. The other ones will run away from you. These guys will straight up start attacking you. They actually might start attacking some entities if they actually can I. Okay, no, they're friendly to iron golems. These guys are not terribly tough, but they will mess you up if you're not prepared to deal with them. They will drop these horns, which are right here. Here they are. The Sanctum Horn, which you can use to turn into some of the armors, and you can use it to uh, one of the companions. But again, the second I turn this to day, they all disappear. And if I turn it back to night, they're not gonna reappear. They're gonna stay gone. So as of right now, this is not functioning. There's a lot in this mod that doesn't function how it should. Where from, like, again, the Omni emblems, the scripts, the fur. Like there's items that don't do anything, including one of the boss items, right here. This internal debris is an item that you can get from the boss, but it doesn't do anything, and until it does something, I don't even really know what to do with it. But so they're still obviously working on this. I hope they do an update soon, because it would be nice to finally be able to see, like, this be a proper biome and have new things for all the items that don't have things yet. So going into the guild tag again, you can also track your quests here. You'll get a thing right where it says, like, the guild tag with the black and everything. Right there is where your quest will be. It'll say, like, oh, go kill 10 zombies. But if you want, you can also check it here for a more descriptive view of it. This add-on is also very different because it is compatible with Realism Craft and Actions and stuff. I don't have either of those mods, but it is completely and fully compatible with it. Parties are something that are not working yet either, or at least I haven't figured out a way to work it. I don't know how I'm assuming how they're gonna work is that when parties do become functioning, that maybe you'll be able to see your party members, like, maybe through walls or something, and also you shouldn't be able to deal friendly fire to them, because as of right now, it's kind of hard defeating the boss with multiple people because of the friendly fire, because most of these abilities are, like, area of effect. So I know, like, when me and my friend were fighting the boss, that we kept killing each other because of things like that. Another cool thing is teleporting. You can teleport to any of the things, and it's really quick. It's really good. The teleportation is, and it can go through dimensions. It doesn't matter where you are. It is quick. It is nice. So if you want to really, like, diverse these out, like, you can put her in a winter biome because that's her thing. Put him in a desert biome because that's his thing. Her in a swamp because it's her thing. Him in a dark forest. Like, you can make your own teleportation system. Since I'm talking about the teleportation thing, this obviously not a sponsor, just something that I do genuinely enjoy. There's another add-on that's like, it's like 160. It's like really cheap. And it's tele-lanterns. And the tele-lanterns are really cool because you can craft these, but it costs end crystals, so I wouldn't suggest it. But how you find these is any village that you go to will have one of these lanterns on it. Again, this is a completely separate add-on, but I really enjoy it because you can edit these. There's a lot of different customizations. Because this is not what this video is about, I'm not going to go into that. But all you do is click warp, and the other one's over there, and it'll bring you, and these work in any dimension. These work in the nether, the end, literally anywhere. You can place one of these, and they just work. It's really fun, and if you do want to pick one of these up, because this is something I messed up, you go to here, go to remove, but make sure you have a slot open in your hotbar or it will delete it. And you can just click remove, it'll go into your slot, and then you can replace it. And now let's go into the two companions that there are three companions. I'm only showing off two of them because one of them is a boss related item, and again, I'm not trying to get into that because that's a whole other thing, and I want people to discover that for themselves. If anyone does want to, if people don't like the whole surprise and everything, and you do just want to see what the boss items are, two YouTubers that did do it well, just didn't explain everything. That's why I'm making this video. Is Perry Pines did a really good job at showcasing actual gameplay of it, and Echo Soldier did a pretty good job at reviewing everything and explained things. Some of them were like basic things a lot better than I probably did. Um, so you make this out of a data sheet and uh, a night person's mask, and it is just a writable wolf. You can summon and desummon this whenever you want. It is quite fast, and it is very useful for getting around. It can jump. It jumps not great. There is a small problem with this thing is it sinks like a rock. So if you try to go anywhere near water, it will kick you off and it will just go down. The other companion is the Fae, which is made out of the Sanctum Warden's horn, and that's this little guy. He's cute. Don't get me wrong. He is cute. He does like he follows you around and stuff. Um, he's cute. But in actuality, I feel like he's not very useful. I do hope that they rework this companion a little, because all this companion does is these roots, which again are these come from the mimic blocks. These guys. These roots are used in everything, like from crafting potions to crafting some of the weapons to like everything. These things to even armor, like they're literally used in everything. There's not a crafting recipe that doesn't have some form of it in it. This little guy eats these, and then what he does is when you feed him, oh, cool, Dan, it didn't even work. What it's supposed to do is when you feed him, it's supposed to highlight enemies, but I don't know. 1 second. Content. Where's summons? Companions. Passive. Feed this companion also to reveal nearby entities with a 10-block radius for 30 seconds. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know. Maybe that's something that they're also still working on. It actually, now thinking about it, it didn't work in my world either. Ah, okay, there it goes. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. So you have to be closer to the entities, but yeah, so it'll highlight them like this. To be honest, I don't really feel like this is that useful. Like, don't get me wrong, it's cute. It's honestly, I feel like it's better just to have like it as a companion, just flying around you, just because it looks nice. I really wish it could rest on your shoulder like a parrot. I think it'd look cute. But yeah, so I don't know how long these stay. I think they're blipping out now. Yeah. I don't find it that useful. It's cute. It's nice. I don't think it's too greatly useful, if I do say so myself. Is there anything else I am missing? I don't think so, because most of the other stuff is boss stuff. Oh, weapon problems. Yeah. So, Frost Meteor, as I said before, it's weird. It misses a lot. Like, it didn't hit him somehow. Another weird thing is when you're attacking, it doesn't. With the ranged weapon, it works fine. With the mage and the archer, it works great. It also won't usually happen with the rogue either, but claymore and sword specifically, they have problems where. Okay, I'm gonna click the button now. Okay, now it works. See, but I just clicked it there. Sometimes it like it takes a second to actually swing, and it can really mess you up, especially in the boss fight. Of course, it's not gonna do it now. The one time I'm trying to get it to do it, maybe Colossal will mess up now. Of course, this works perfectly fine while I'm doing this, but the second I go back in my own world, they're gonna start messing up. Basically, just sometimes the weapons, when you click the button, they won't actually swing. It could be a lag problem. It could be something else on their part. I'm assuming it's something on their part because I see it with some of the abilities, like the sword throw on the sword class, or the dagger throw on dagger, or the charge shot on archer. The trajectory of the things don't work always, and it's like they don't always work, and the arrows aren't. It's something that you'll notice if you do get the mod now. To be honest, I would suggest wait until the first update so they can fix some of the bugs that are kind of. Let me spawn something in real quick so I can explain something. During the boss fight, and I know I keep saying I'm not gonna get into this, and I know I keep getting into this. This thing will spawn, and you have to destroy this thing in an amount of time. As you'll see, this will start shaking more, and then boom. That will one tap you almost every time. That will insta kill you. That is the most annoying thing in the boss fight, because if you were playing this alone, which is something I usually do, you can't destroy that in time because of the lag problems. Or not the lag problems, but because of the factor that sometimes the weapons don't deal enough damage, or the weapons cannot attack quick enough to deal enough damage. It's weird. The boss is easy. It's very time consuming. Like I've killed the boss by myself before. It took like 45 minutes because you can't destroy that cube. And if you destroy that cube, it does like 1,000 damage to the boss, which is really good because I think the boss has like 10k health or something. Let me actually check. What's it? How much health? Yeah, 10k health. So if you destroy that box 10 times, you could kill this guy really quickly. But it's just, if you're doing it alone, it is much harder. I am assuming they're gonna, in the next update or in the update that's coming out, that should be coming out soon, they might nerf him, or nerf the box, or fix all the weapons, make them do more damage, something like that. So he has a 1 in 3, or he will always drop one of these. The weapons are a little bit different. I think you're the. Oh wow, that. Oh no, okay, no, that makes sense. So there's a 30% chance for him to drop his companion, 25% chance for him to drop his armor, 25% chance to drop his dagger weapon, and 10% chance for him to drop uh his class, because he has his own class. Um, it is His class is fun, to say the least. But again, I'm not getting into that. Go to Perry Pines or Echo Soldier if you want more knowledge on the actual boss stuff of it. Because I like the surprise. I didn't finish watching those videos because I wanted to get it and like do it myself. So go watch one of them. They probably did a much better job explaining it than I did with some things. But there were some things that they didn't explain, like how like the Fey works, and like some of how these guys don't have real items, and same with them. So yeah, I think that's everything. I don't think I missed anything. I hope I didn't. If I did, I'll probably make another video, maybe of my actual world this time. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helps anyone who is looking for this add-on. Um, because it is a little expensive, but I promise it is worth it. This add-on and the same company's anime add-on are really, really good. I do like this one more than the anime one though. But the anime one though is a lot more well off though, because it has gone through several updates. This literally came out like 2 weeks ago. But yeah, so I hope this helped you guys, and I might make another video if this goes good. I hope it does. I hope I help someone. That's all I hope. So yeah, see you guys later.